Hey guys, what's up? It's Jade and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Sorry I've been gone for 2 weeks. Yeah, I've been really busy with school projects, and that's not lying, that's just like basic truth. I'm a senior and it's about to be the end of the quarter pretty soon, like a couple weeks. I come home and I become really tired and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to film. But now, today's Friday and I want to film. It's gonna be great. So before we actually get started, I want to do this really quickly before we get into everything. I have my first review package. So today I'm going to be reviewing a company called, I believe this company is called Daymare. The company owner is Jess, and Jess, I'm so sorry if I'm butchering the name. I really don't mean to. This is on accident. I'm just clueless. But she sells pins and Ita bags. So she sent me 3 pins and I have a code. Hi Jade, I'm excited for our collab. Feel free to share this code with your followers. XOXO Jess. Jess, you're so sweet, you're so kind. Literally, I DM'd her and she's one of the nice people I've ever talked to on social media. So I actually have a code for 10% off. Use the code AlienCookie. I love that. So you can use that code for 10% off. It's right here, so you guys can use it. Also link her Instagram and everything down below. So the first pin, I will warn you, there's a curse word in the pin, which I won't say the actual word because YouTube and their new rules. So this is called Classy B Word. I'm gonna have the picture up here. I fell in love with this pin, honestly. It's so funny. It's literally me. Like, I feel this pin. Like, you nice and you cute and you classy, you got class. You don't fight people. You just doing you. But then also, it's like, well, but if you come at me, I'm about to not fight you, but I will get into a debate with you. Next one we have, it kind of looks like Luna from Sailor Moon, the cat. It's really cute. It's black and gold, really simple. I love all the charm detailing. I love all the details of the blanket, the moon, the stars. I love the cat. Literally, it's so simple, but it's so cute at the same time. I really love this pin so much. And my favorite pin that she sent me, I was so hoping she would send me this, and she did. She did. It's a white bat and it has pink, purple, and blue detailing, and also green. Amazing. But this is so cute. Like, this is my favorite one, and I'm happy. I'm excited. This is amazing. So thank you so much, Jess, for sending me this. Again, she's really nice. She's so sweet. And she gave me this opportunity and I can't thank her enough. Like, this is amazing. So if you guys want to go get some of these pins, she has a lot more pins too in different colors. There's a link to her Instagram and her website down below. Save money on these gorgeous pins by using the code. Thank you. So now that we're done with reviewing, let's actually start. Lighting's gonna change here and there. I'm sorry, okay? There's nothing I can really do. So I'm gonna use a Cetaphil moisturizing lotion. And you can use this on your face and bodies for all skin types. The only thing about Cetaphil moisturizers is like, it's kind of like soap when you keep doing that and it comes out all foamy. You know what I mean? But it eventually goes away if you like spread it out like down your neck. So now that we are done with moisturizing, I'm actually gonna put oil on my face. This lighting is really irritating me. I don't know if anybody knew this, but before I actually started using oil, I was afraid to put oil on my face because I thought it would clog my pores, because I am very acne prone, like very acne prone. I have an oil that doesn't clog my pores at all, and my face is very acne prone. This is called Absolute Care. Funny thing is, I got this at Ross, and usually you should not buy your stuff at Ross because a lot of times they have a lot of parabens or tested on animals and a lot of chemicals that are going to definitely damage your face or hair or anything. I'm so sorry if I can't pronounce this. I just don't know how to pronounce things right. This is an organic tea tree and jojoba oil. I think it's jojoba or something like that. I don't know, my mom told me and I totally forgot. But I like to call it jojoba because I feel like I like calling it that better. So it's jojoba. I'm sorry. And I don't know why it says hydration, because it's tea tree oil, and tea tree oil actually dries out the skin. That's why it's meant for oily skin. Whoa, the math, the logic. Also, I'm very sorry if my face starts getting itchy all over. I touched my cats and I'm actually allergic to cats. So I like to rub it in my hands. I like to pat it in my face. This actually has helped my acne so much. Yes, I might have breakouts here and there, but it's not because of this oil, it's because I've been really stressed out. By the way, I don't know if I said this already, I rub in the excess after I'm done patting. So now what I'm going to do, now I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. I'm gonna fill in my eyebrows real fast and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I tried to make my eyebrows as natural as possible, and I think they're pretty natural, more natural than I would I don't even know what I'm saying. They look really dark on camera because of the lighting, but in person they're actually pretty light. Primer is literally super optional if you want to go natural, because natural, not really trying to make it last super duper long. Plus natural makeup always actually looks smooth, but I like to go the extra mile and the extra step, you know what I mean? I'm going to be taking the Pro Filter Hydrating Primer. Literally, I use this in every single video. How do people not get tired of it? That's beyond me. Go around the eyebrows. Make sure you don't mess up your eyebrow look that you spent 20 minutes doing. Now that we're done with that, we're gonna let it sit for a little bit and let it dry. Hi, I'm Jade. How are you doing? Nice to meet you. What I use for natural makeup is actually concealer. I don't use any foundation. I feel like that's Y2K heat, way too much, unless we're using a tinted moisturizer. A little bit different. This is the Boing Cakeless Concealer, and this stuff is super full coverage, so I want to use very little bit of this. Very tiny. If I don't have a brush with me, if I'm rushing for school, I like to use my hand, but since today I'm not rushing, I will be using my brush. I do use this brush for foundation, but this is also really good for natural concealers. You see the difference? Like, my dark circles are gone. My skin looks more toned and even. A lot of people who do natural makeup, they don't put it around here, but this is actually a big part of looking natural. So everyone likes to put concealer here, T-zone, forehead, yeah. But no one puts around the cheek area, but that's one of the most important parts. Because if people see like, ooh, like smooth under eye, smooth everything, and over here it's like discolored, like looks totally opposite, like what is that? And they can also see your blemishes. It doesn't look as natural, it looks like you actually have makeup on. Do a couple of dots here, like that. As you can see, it's already starting to look like my actual skin. You might be thinking, Jade, might as well wear foundation. No sis, we're not wearing foundation. I know we're basically almost covering the whole face. So foundation, it cakes up more easily, and if you try to do a natural look, it's not going to be as flawless. At the end of the day, foundation will come off very cakey. I'm going to take my setting spray. I'm going to take very little. This is also very optional, but it looks a little bit more seamless to me and not as dry. Very little bit, just like, that's it. That's all you need, no more. But why not any more, you say? Because if you do any more, your concealer is going to come off because your sponge is too wet. Now I'm just going to set my under eye. Also, set the areas that you need to. If you're oily or if you're creasing, I usually crease over here, so I'm gonna put very little bit. Also, by the way, less powder, less cakiness. That's just the truth. I'm also gonna put some concealer underneath my eyes. I'm not gonna cut out my eyebrows because that looks way less natural, and I won't even be using a sponge or a brush for my eyes. I will just be using my fingers. I feel like I'm committing a sin, but it's supposed to be natural. I feel when I'm doing a full coverage look and I don't put enough concealer underneath my eyebrows, it takes away from the full coverage effect. Same with natural. If you put too much concealer on a natural look underneath your eyes, you're gonna look way too cakey. And if anything, you just wipe it off if there's too much. That's the beauty of this natural look. I'm also gonna set this with powder with my sponge. Oh my, look at what we have here. So it was for about a week and I lost my blush brush, and I had to use my contour brush, so now there's blush on my contour brush, and this is not Gucci money. This is very not Gucci. This is the Mini Fenty Beauty. What is this? Instant Warmth Bronzer. This is called Shady Biz. I see what she did there. I see what she did. I don't use contour or bronzer at all in my videos because I like to look more not as like I had sun. I like to look like a vampire. Not really, but again, I don't really use bronzers. It's just today we're doing the natural sunny look. So we're gonna make ourselves look less pale and more like we've seen the sun in a couple weeks. Bottom line is less is more, okay? Also, I forgot to put the bronzer underneath for your double chin so you can cut it out, sis. We let ourselves go a little bit. We had a little bit of cake, we had a little bit of pasta, you know? But no one needs to know that, okay? No one needs to know that. Now that we look more warm, we look a lot more warm, we look more like we've seen the sun. Now that I have my blush, this is also what's gonna give us the sun-kissed glow. Not just the bronzer, but also the blush. I know I look like I already have blush in my face because I had leftover blush on my brush, but it's okay. I like to have a lot more blush than a lot of people like to have. It makes it look more natural as this would be. I also like to put it in my temples. I put it all over to look more natural, even though this looks pretty crazy right now. I understand. I completely understand. A lot of people think that this looks crazy. Okay, now we're going for highlight. Highlight is very important in this step because you don't want something boof, blinding, right? The highlight all depends on number one, your skin tone, and number two, if you want it blinding or not. So I like to use this when I'm full coverage so you can see the highlight and it's like boom, gold. But this does not really match my skin tone. It's a little dark for a natural look, so we won't be using that. Instead, we'll be using Flexitarian because I'm pale and this basically matches my skin tone. I'm gonna use this very, very lightly because this thing has so much pigment in it. So I'm gonna take it on a fluffy brush, a very little bit. And I'm just gonna put this on my nose. Again, less is more. I'm also gonna put some underneath this eye. I also like to put this on my temples. As you can see where it's kind of dark, we're gonna put just a tiny bit. We don't want this to be striking. Again, we want this to be as subtle as possible, looking like our skin. As you can see, it's bright, but it's not like overly bright, which takes away from the look a lot. Now that we're off the boring part, so I'm gonna take a fluffy brush and I'm going to dip in this hot pink shade right here. And I'm going, okay, that's a lot. And now we're gonna dip into the lighter pink shade right here. And we're going to just put it right here. Ooh, right there. You see, you can make pink look natural, okay, people? The pink, if you want it to be natural, you can. You don't have to make it so vibrant all the time. If you don't, that's very vibrant. Oh my gosh, what am I saying? And even if you do go a little bit brighter than you wanted to, just dip into your white shade. That's it. Just dip into your white shade and go over that because that's just going to blend it like a dream. And we're going to actually blend that out to the bottom. Now for the last part of the eyeshadow, we're gonna go back into my highlight. I'm just gonna rub this in the middle of the eyelid. Very subtle. We want this to be very subtle. Before we even talk about the next part, I'm going to set my makeup to make it look less powdery. So a lot of people won't do this. I can tell a lot of people will not do this step. I'm covering up my other eyelashes, I'm so sorry. But these, I definitely know these are Ardell eyelashes. These are not black eyelashes, these are actually brown eyelashes. And they're super duper natural. Mascara also looks good on natural makeup looks, but I feel like for me, I like at least having a natural lash because that just makes me feel so much better. See, I still look natural. It's not that bad. And now I'm gonna apply lip gloss because lip gloss is the key for natural makeup. I'm going to be using the Jeffree Star lip gloss in Candy Drip. I will say this is a very frosty kind of lip gloss. It kind of reminds me of early 2000s lip gloss. So I recommend wearing it with makeup like this and not like no makeup at all. So yeah guys, that's the makeup look for today, I guess. So as you can see, the makeup is super natural. The highlight right here that I put on earlier, it looks like my face is glowing. It's the dealio. That's the great part about using less highlight, is that it looks more like natural highlight. Yes. If you want to make it look even more natural, just use less powder than I did. I kind of used a little bit more powder than I was kind of supposed to. But yeah guys, that's the finished makeup look. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video because I know I really did. I'm sorry, I'm just really proud of doing this natural makeup look. This very easy look. It's very easy to do and I'm just glad I did it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all. Also go check out Daymare. I'm so sorry for butchering that name again. Jess is really sweet. She's super nice. I will link all of her stuff down below. Her Instagram, her site, everything. Please go check her out. Jess, you're so amazing. Thank you for the review package. I loved it. It's amazing. So thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.